In the upper left, in the blue, our Terran player, he is INnoVation! In the bottom right, the champion from Blizzcon 2014, he is life!
Very interesting to see this game. Does INnoVation go for mech here? We definitely do see it a lot on this map, but again, INnoVation, his mechanics are so strong, his macro is so strong. He can go ahead and play just straight up old Marine Marauder medevac if that's what he wants to do.
Yeah, very true. Also, one thing important to note about this map is that Life can actually do a lot of counterattacking. The way it's shaped in this sort of swirly shape out here, if Terran attacks out one way, Zerg being inherently faster than Terran, can actually counterattack on the opposite side of the map. So that's one burden that Terran has to face on this map. Now, some Terrans have dealt with this by not actually playing into an attack into the mid game, but instead hunkering down, turtling up, and going into the late game, and actually oftentimes, especially in the past about 6 months, cutting the map in half.
Yeah.
With just siege tanks, turrets, dragging this out, and
eventually even going to battle cruisers, you know,
as
the ultimate
Ravens.
unit.
Yeah.
Absolutely, and I would not be surprised if we see INnoVation go for a strategy like that here today. But Life, you know, he definitely is going to have chances to get something done, because this map, you know, as you expand downwards as INnoVation, if you're with that mech composition, it's hard to start holding on to 4 bases, then 5 bases. There's a lot of areas where Life may be able to counterattack you. So it should be an interesting one, and it's going to be cool to see how Life wants to approach this being down 1 game.
Yeah, that's true, because if he does lose this one, and it's completely possible, then that's 2-0. And coming back, if you're down 2 games in a best of 5, that's really difficult. I mean, no mistakes in 3 games straight against who is currently regarded as the best player in the world. That's about the tallest order you can have in esports. So we'll see. We do see a Roach Warren being made, and quite immediately at that. And this could be an indicator of some aggression, Artosis.
I would be very surprised if it were not. That is a very early Roach Warren here, and this is against a command center first, so INnoVation has even less units than you would normally expect. We see no drones being made right now. It really does look like he wants to go ahead and do an early push here.
Zerg Rush, man. Let's take a look at the Terran's expansion and the distance between the command center and where the workers are mining and where the bunker is being made. This is really important. If you had it just a few pixels over to the left, that can make a big difference, because obviously the SCVs repair pretty fast. But if these roaches barrel up to the front and start hitting the bunker, and Terran is not aware, not ready, then that repair doesn't start as quickly, and when the bunker goes down, that almost always means that the expansion at the bare minimum is lifted up and removed. At the most, at the maximum, Terran will end up losing. And those roaches, they are headed over there right now. So we're going to see in a few seconds if INnoVation is going to be ready for this rush.
Well, I don't know if he's going to be ready per se. He does not know that this is coming right now. He has no scouts out on the map, and those roaches are closing in on his wall.
Outside of vision, he's waiting for all the roaches to regroup, and it looks like they are almost ready. 3 more en route. And only 1 Marine inside the bunker. And here we go. Barely towards the bunker he goes. Nothing to repair just yet. SCV is getting there. Now being targeted down.
Oh, man. He's going to be able to take out so many SCVs here. The bunker probably to go down as well. Some Hellions do come out. Those SCVs being targeted. 4 already falling. INnoVation really feeling the heat here as those roaches pick off so much.
Oh, it's getting lower and lower and lower. Looks like just barely enough SCVs, but he's still losing workers behind us. More roaches regrouping up here. Almost no more SCVs here to repair. Only 1 more now coming up. The bunker is too low. The bunker will go down.
And on top of that, 16 SCVs already falling. Now he is making a Marauder. He does have Hellions on top of this ramp. Closes 1 half of his wall, but the other half does not exist. So the Roach is going to slide right in.
5 By the way, he's making more roaches and zerglings with this, interested in finishing this and not droning up, at least just yet.
Well, it looks like he's going to go ahead and pick off even more SCVs. 24-25 falling down. Even if INnoVation ends up living, he has barely any economy behind this.
Nice targeting here with the remaining roaches. He's now going to, looks like, just take these lings and try to interrupt anything else that he can down here. There's also the chance of a counterattack here, by the way, from Terran. We do see that there are 4 drones being made. Is he actually pulling SCVs to just repair this, or he might even try to push across a little bit further here?
You know, I think he's just got to try to kill these roaches off and maybe go and harass with his Hellion seat. Maybe he can get in there. Maybe Life makes too many drones and he can pick some off, because as of right now, INnoVation has a mere 10 workers against the 30 of Life, and that is a gigantic difference in StarCraft.
Really, INnoVation was forced into this position. This is really difficult right now. This is not the game INnoVation wanted to play, and it is on Life's turf. However, this counterattack could do something. If Life is just a little bit too greedy here, there's definitely a chance here for INnoVation to punish it.
Well, you know, I don't think he was too greedy. We see these Hellions running in here. Some nice micro there by Life, pulling some drones immediately, trying to surround all these Hellions. Looks like 4 do end up going down, but that is it. With speed almost done for these Zerglings and some roaches added on as well, that attack is over.
Yeah, a shockingly low number of worker kills here. And unfortunately, with these Marauders, they will not be able to get back home. So INnoVation not only essentially failing in the counterattack, but also overextending in the process.
Yeah, this is not good for INnoVation, guys. He's down at 30 supply against 54. Complete map control, complete dominance this game going to Life. He's teching up. He can expand if he wants. He can just continue to make units right now and put more pressure on INnoVation. Look at this. We have a couple Marines with a bunker that's not even finished.
Yeah, the bunker, you're absolutely right, not done just yet, but then the Marines do get in. That will push Life back. And as this game begins to slow down a little bit, let's take a look at the worker count. It's 30 workers for Life to 21 for INnoVation. So definitely a slight worker lead, but of course INnoVation does have mules.
Yeah, that's right. That does help out quite a bit with his economy. And he starts that 3rd command center realizing that if he's going to win this game, it's going to be a pretty long one. He's going to have to really build back up his economy to have any real chance here. But he's in trouble, man. A Baneling nest is on the way. There's a lot of Zerglings over here as well.
Okay, guys, what this is telling us is that he wants to follow this up with a very unusual plan B here. And he actually is going to try to go for a trap here. And I don't know what the hell he has to get around.
It looks like a few of them may end up getting away, but no, the Zergling's coming forward for Life, knocking out a bunch of these Hellions, and that is it. He's going to get every single Hellion here.
And he needs, he's got a snap tone, turn these into potential Banes. He's also getting a Mutalisk, getting a Spire here, so he may be switching gears yet again here after some of these successful attacks.
Well, I think he's ready to just go into a longer game if INnoVation wants, but he keeps catching INnoVation off guard. INnoVation just doesn't have scouting on the map due to the build order he chose, that early command center first. This Viking is really the only way he's seen what's out there at all.
And this is Life playing up to his strengths. I love that ambush we saw back there with the Lings actually getting in front of the Hellions so that they couldn't get back in time. Ideally, INnoVation would want to use those Hellions to go around the map and start taking out drones and forcing the Zerg to maybe make more defense than he would actually want to make. But because Life did manage to punish that, map control is basically going to Life. And for the time being, we're going to have to wait and see exactly what direction Life wants to take this game.
Well, he's making some Mutalisks. He's taking a 3rd base. He's slowing down a little bit on that aggression. So, you know, if I have to go ahead and say, how does INnoVation come back in this game? I think it is on the back of these double engineering bays and this 3rd command center that's out. Rebuild your economy, get your upgrades going, because that's the one thing you can get ahead on right now.
Another beautiful surround here by Life. Pretty cost-efficient attack right there. And I think you are right, Artos, is what you were saying a second ago about, you know, really upgrading his infantry, staying back and defending. That's going to be important, but Life is already entering into another phase of harass here. We see these Mutalisks coming up, and this might be pretty difficult here for INnoVation to deal with. He was not very Marine heavy for the early part of this game, so there's really not a lot of defense.
Well, look at that. The turrets aren't ready. The Mutalisks go into the main base, starting to take out so many SCVs right now, and INnoVation is in a terrible spot here. He can't lose any more SCVs.
No, there's no way he's allowed to lose more SCVs, and it looks like a rotation down here could be another problem. Also, we just saw there in first person double evolutionary chamber going down now to get upgrades on the ground to compete then with INnoVation's upgrades. So far, Life doing a fantastic job this game.
That's right. He is really keeping INnoVation on the back foot non-stop here.
Whoa.
But INnoVation, you know, he does have quite a few Marines now. If Life missed micros here, he could get in trouble as well.
Yeah, I got to say, some pretty gutsy play here by Life, the way he's diving in some of these situations. You know, a misclick with Mutalisks against stimmed Marines. The Mutalisks disappear instantly. Oh, and we actually now have a counterattack.
Oh, wow.
And this could get a little bit weird because he's going to walk into the Banelings, possibly. Oh, no, he can actually see some of them outside of the bushes there.
This is the dream right now if he got to kill all those up, but he doesn't know how close they are to hatching. He has to turn around and run away. He has to play this part safe. But that was almost very lucky for INnoVation.
All right, he blocks off that avenue. Life then rotates around here to the top. This is a pretty scary army. I don't believe INnoVation should be out on the map at all.
Probably not.
Yeah,
probably
I
not
don't think
here.
it's a good idea.
I mean, he's always on the back foot. He never knows how many units Life actually has. And with this many speed banelings, that is a real issue for INnoVation to deal with. And it looks like Life is getting ready. He might go to try to crack this front here. The banelings rolling in. Beautiful hits there. A real big whip there on that Widow Mine. And it looks like he will break through with ease.
Is this an overextension? It looks like right now INnoVation having a hard time holding this off right now. So many banelings are possibly going to connect to these SCVs.
Oh, they are chasing him right back up into the mineral line. This could be huge. They're so close. Oh, my God. Oh, so many SCVs.
Life evens it out, making this series 1-1 out of the best of 5.